And this hand, we are not mulliganing. We have blue and red mana, a way to fetch Cloudpost, a removal spell, and mystical teachings. So our first turn play is going to be Terramorphic Expanse for the island in case we draw a Preordain, followed by turn 2 Mountain Expedition map, leaving the mountain open. Alrighty, we're good to go. There's the Preordain. That's a good start. No reason not to just crack here and grab the island, time issues, etc. Just F6 through our opponent's turn. Alrighty, so since we drew the Preordain, we want to cast it and see what we let's see. We don't actually want either of these. And we get an island anyways. So now we are... Let's see, I guess we can afford to take some beats here. We're going to play the Glimmerpost and get out an expedition map. And then next turn, crack it for a Cloudpost. And take more beats from the Wild Mongrel. Luckily, he didn't have any root walls in his hand. And the reason I played the Glimmerpost here was I'm playing Cloudpost next turn, and this way, if I happen to draw Glimmerpost in the next 2 turns, my Cloudpost will be able to tap for a maximum amount of mana. Whereas if I had played a mountain, I'd have a Glimmerpost stranded in my hand the turn after next. And he's got another Mongrel. Probably not the best situation for us to be in. So, let me draw another land. We are going to take, at a minimum, 4 here. Is that fine? After that, we can teachings for removal spells. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Crack the expedition map. Cloudpost, play it, ship the turn. Cross fingers we're not dead. And he's pumping on a turn, meaning he wants to dredge, or he drew the Rootwalla and didn't want to get in for an extra 1 damage on my turn, or on his last attack. So we should be at 18, because he should have pumped on his turn. But because he didn't, we're at 19. That extra life point might matter. We'll see. Either way, this is going to be a very fast beatdown. I think our next 2 land drops have to be mountains either way, because we're going to Lightning Bolt on... We're going to Lightning Bolt plus Teachings, and then if we draw another removal spell, or need to cast the other Teachings, we need to be able to play 2 the turn after next. So... He didn't pump Rootwalla, meaning he's probably got a spell to play. This cannot be good for us. Oh yeah, this can't be good. So we draw a Firebolt. Does Firebolt actually do anything here? We can use the Firebolt to kill the Rootwalla, but he has to pay mana to make it bigger. The Mongrel only has to discard cards. So if we play a mountain and, let's see, we Lightning Bolt the Wild Mongrel, he can either discard 2 cards to save it, or he can let it die. If he lets it die, we take 5 or 7. He saves it, we're taking like 7 or 9. Okay. So I think what we have to do here is we're going to have to play a mountain and Lightning Bolt the Wild Mongrel, doesn't matter which one. And then we are going to have to Mystical Teachings for, I'm not sure what, probably another removal spell. Okay, so he is going to discard 2 cards to save it. So since he's doing this, I think we're just dead. I think we need to, let's see. Sideboarded out the Echoing Truth, right? So Echoing Truth isn't an out here. Huh. Teachings for Capsize does nothing. 4, 6, 7. We probably take 9 here and go to 5. We have 2 removal spells next turn, and we still should be dead. Okay, so if he plays this anywhere near optimally, or even averagely, we are dead. But maybe he doesn't know that? Or maybe there's a card in my deck I'm forgetting about? Either way, we're going to Teachings end a turn for what I guess has to be a Lightning Bolt, unless I'm forgetting about a spell in my deck. Which is possible. I haven't played a whole lot with this Cloudpost deck yet. Figured I would learn as my viewers would learn, so we're both going to learn this together. He tapped the mana first, meaning he has another spell to play. Meaning, yeah, this just can't be good for me in the least. Maybe I'm not supposed to sideboard out Echoing Truth here, but it just didn't seem... This situation is so unlikely, though. Yeah, I'm fine with sideboarding out Echoing Truth for real removal spells. Alright, so what do we have? Stagger Shock is good. So he can pump Rootwalla, meaning we can't kill it. So we can take a Stagger Shock and then Firebolt plus Stagger Shock 2 Mongols, and he has to discard 2 cards, and he has 2, 4, 6, 7 still on board. We grab a Lightning Bolt. We can Lightning Bolt the Rootwalla, and it dies either way. Or, okay, Capsize does nothing, card draw does nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From there to go around. Rolling Thunder does nothing here. So Stagger Shock, like, maybe he lets his Mongol die? Both of them? And in which case Stagger Shock is better. He might save one with... Yeah, I can't foresee a world in which he lets both Mongols die if I grab Stagger Shock and go Stagger Shock plus Firebolt, and lets me live another turn that way. So I'm going to grab the Lightning Bolt here, and we need... What do we need here? We need a Glimmer Post off the top, is what it looks like. And it's about the spot I'm in. Alright. Yep, Lightning Bolt it is. Almost. It's a post and a locust. Wrong kind, though. Alright, so let's see if our opponent punts this. So what do we have to Firebolt? We have to Firebolt a Wild Mongrel. Let's see if he wants to waste a card to save it. Is there any way I can use this Lightning Bolt not to die? Let's see, no point in bolting it now. 2, 4, 5, 6. He attacks. He pumps one, and I bolt it. He just responds by pumping it. Again, doesn't accomplish anything. One will die. I'll go 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can still pump Root Walla and kill me. So if he swings with all and elects not to pump, I can... Okay. So we should just be dead. We have to figure out what our opponent is more likely to not do. Is he more likely to not pump with Root Walla or not discard cards for one of his 3 Mongols? I think our best bet of not dying here is playing a mountain and what do we do? If we pass the turn and he pumps Root Walla, we can respond by bolting it? And maybe he won't discard the Wild Mongrel? That's an option? Alright, I guess that's our out here. Our out is for our opponent to mess up. Ooh. This presents an man. Yeah, well, no matter what we do, we're dead now, right? Yep, okay. Let's see if our opponent gets a little too cute and makes a mistake, though. It's possible, right? Yeah. And it looks like, as expected, our opponent's going to be able to figure out how to turn the right amount of guys sideways to kill us. So, I hope you enjoyed watching my first match against Dredge. I think I learned a lot about how the Dredge deck operates and plays. You know, I've watched a few replays, but I've never actually played against it. I plan on doing more videos against various decks very soon. Hopefully more against Dredge too. I think I will be better prepared for those matches because now I know how the deck, more or less, how it operates and plays. And yeah, I hopefully will be able to play more optimally against it next time I play against it. Thanks for watching.